Chris here, live and direct in my kitchen for another episode of Food FAQs. I do hope you guys are enjoying this series of videos I've been putting out for you guys. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to peel and core a breadfruit. This is Mr. Breadfruit here. It's a green breadfruit. It's not ripe. It's not ready for roasting or anything. But if you're going to be steam cooking this, cutting it up and making breadfruit chips, if you're going to be peeling it to boil it, whatever sort of way you find to use it without actually cooking it in its skin, this video will come in handy. I'm going to show you guys how to peel it, how to core it, and how to slice it up or whatever you need to do to get it ready for the pot. Breadfruit is a lovely, lovely dish and can be enjoyed in so many ways. Remember, if it's your first time, show me some love, click on subscribe above, below leave me your comments, and do give the video the thumbs up or like it. Here we go, how to peel and core a full bread. So here we go with peeling and coring this breadfruit. It is tough, it is hard, there's a hard exterior skin here. So I'm going to need a sort of a bigger knife, as well as my paring knife that, you know what, I've been using this for so long, it's just natural to always use it. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of the stem. We can trim that later on. And then using that as a base, what we need to do is sort of work our way all the way down, cutting it in half as you would a melon. As you can see, it is a bit tough. It is giving me a bit of problems here, but hey, with a little bit of elbow grease and determination, bam, we cut them in half. And there we go. This is the sort of the core or the inside of the breadfruit, and we need to remove that. But the easiest way to do this is pretty much put it face down on the cutting board, and we're just going to cut that again into quarters. And then we're going to cut that quarter. Maybe it might be easier if we use that surface again, that flat, down the center. Now all you're doing now is using a paring knife. We're just going to trim away just that sort of line. Use that as a guide where that sort of, I guess what would be the seeds, I guess, but there's no seeds in here. That sort of core area is, use that as a guide. There we go, and I've removed that now. And all we're doing, you can use a potato peeler. I'm fairly comfortable with this paring knife. All we're doing is removing that skin. Once you remove that skin, you gotta have some water ready because it's gonna go discolored. We're just gonna put this in some cool water as we peel the rest of them. So again, we're gonna remove that sort of interior core. Then the skin, it's gonna be tough, especially if it's your first time working with this. And I also suggest, because if you're using freshly picked breadfruit, they have a sort of a milky sort of liquid that comes out of it once you peel it. It may itch or irritate your fingers. Wear gloves if needs be, or you can always rub some vegetable oil all over your hands to sort of form a protective barrier before you do it. I'm just going to go ahead and peel all of this, and I'm going to show you guys once it's done how it's all peeled and trimmed and ready. I'm all done peeling the breadfruit now. You can see nice and clean and lovely. It's in cool water in a bowl here, ready for me to cook. Remember I said to put it in water so that whole oxidization thing doesn't take place and get it all dark and discolored. All that skin and everything else here in the garbage. But that's how you do it. Now what you can do, you can boil this as it is, as you would potato. And you can mash it, you can refry it up with onions and butter. You can, if you have a mandolin, you can certainly slice them into thin pieces and make breadfruit chips. But today I'm going to be steaming this in some coconut milk with some stewed pork, all kind of niceness. Look in the comment section, no, in the description section of this video if you'd like to see how I put this breadfruit to use. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen, guys. Chris here, Food FAQs. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips I'm sharing with you. Cheers.